Everybody, my name is Samuel Gutierrez. I'm a junior student here at the California State University in Northridge, majoring in mechanical engineering. Today I will focus on asking some of the closest people I know of their perspective of love, how different and similar it is to mine, how we can, utilize love in the community and grow love. So I'm going to start this by interviewing the beautiful Janine Tatiana Pena and Benjamin James Gutierrez.
Hello, I'm Janine Pena.
All right, so it tends to be one of the most talked about topics among some people. That love can come in many ways. It can be spiritual, mental, and even physical. And Hugs, All About Love, talks about various ways in which we can all learn to love and then love us. One of the greatest ways to learning to love is healing. Healing from many experiences we may have encountered. We can heal by seeking spiritual growth, forgiveness of others, and asking for forgiveness of ourselves. And Hook quotes, to truly serve, we must empty the ego so that space can exist. For us to recognize the needs of others and be capable of fulfilling them. The greater our compassion, the more aware we are of the ways we can extend ourselves to others and make healing possible. What does this quote have meaning for you, and how can you utilize this quote to influence others and help others in love?
Well, I guess what she's saying is that we need to have compassion over the people around us and for ourselves as well. But I think, babe, that's a hard one.
How can you share this with others?
You can share this with others because I believe that healing comes from forgiveness of ourselves, forgiveness of others, and when we forgive ourselves, we're capable of forgiving others, and we have compassion over them because we ourselves have been forgiven. I guess I see it more on a spiritual level, healing, and compassion comes from being forgiven. So to give it out into the world is what's important. To give it to the world is not to expect anything back in return. You just simply give it because you're compassionate about it, but you don't expect for it to be returned to you.
Yes, I agree with your perspective. I think that ego is not greed in the sense that if we let go of ego, we can allow others to be loved and share love. We can share these values with the community, and it will bring more love to the community.
Right.
So that's a question too. So, or even experience love. Seems that we cherish more when these people are gone than when they. However, many people experience mental and health issues later on. After some of them, other ones look for money or different ways to instantly themselves. In the book All About Love by Anne Hugs, she quotes, "I am grateful for having known a love that enables me to embrace death with no fear of incompleteness or lack of irredeemable regret. That is a gift you gave. I cherish it. Nothing changes its value. It remains precious." How can you present this concept of really embracing the afterlife and having a deeper connection and happier connection with somebody who's passed away?
Well, I would say that it's different for everybody. Some people have hope in the afterlife. For me personally, I do have hope because of my beliefs, but other people don't believe that that there is hope, and that the people just simply pass on. But I feel like a way to stay happy when people pass is just simply remembering what they stood for in life, and remembering the good times that you spent with them. And for me, it's accepting that they're actually in a better place than what they were here. And it's like a sense of freedom in a way, that they made it home and that they passed on from this life onto the next.
But how can you share this? Like, how can you help somebody who may be going through, let's say, like depression because of the loss, for them to overcome that?
I think we can share it by giving that positivity and hope to others through our words, and just being that comfort and acknowledging their own struggles and not ignoring what they're obviously going through. But just being a comfort and being empathetic, even if you haven't experienced the loss, the simple fact of being empathetic towards them could help them.
That was really good. So now I have a final question. So this is a concept about romance. What is your experience with romance? What is romance to you?
Romance, I think romance comes in different ways, different situations. My situation of romance is I met the love of my life when I was only 15, and we had great years together. We even had a daughter out of it. She's 1. But my sense of romance could differ from somebody else's. Somebody else's might be very fancy outings. Oh, that's my daughter. But very fancy outings. And my sense of romance is just simply caring for another person. And romance can be shared between not just loved ones, not just your partners, but your family, your kids. It doesn't have to be a couples thing. It could be towards anybody.
See, and Anne Hughes in her book How to Love, she quotes something similar to what you say. That love, action, and will, by showing care and respect, knowledge and responsibility, our love satisfies. Individuals believe that there is no fulfillment in love, that true love does not exist. Do you believe in the religious intimacy of not fulfilling love because of past of anything? And is there any way that we could change those who lack love or suffer from love?
Do we believe in what? Sorry, can you repeat it?
Do you believe that individuals that face this intimacy of having not fulfillment of love can find love? And if so, how can we help them find the love? The love they lack.
The love they lack. I think a lot of people like to believe that they need to find love in somebody else. How can we give love to somebody else if we don't love ourselves first? And we expect somebody else to love us and fulfill that need in us. But learning to love yourself and being able to help somebody else learn to love themselves is important. And I think that's where they would feel fulfilled in a way. Yeah.
That was excellent.
Thank you.
So how do you think we can help communicate love for everybody?